and good day. My name is Jürgen Steinmetz from eTurboNews, and this is a breaking news update. For more news updates and shows, please go to youtube.com/travel news group. youtube.com/travel news group. Here's our update.
London Cabbies, Tanzania is a best-kept secret. London taxi drivers who recently successfully climbed Mount Kilimanjaro, Africa's highest peak, have a lifetime gift for Tanzania. The apparently satisfied members of Cabbies do Kilimanjaro from London have vowed to be goodwill ambassadors and woo other potential tourists in the UK to visit the country every year. Come to Tanzania, it is Africa's well-kept secret with an unforgettable experience, Darren Parr told eTurboNews at Mweka Gate shortly after the crew descended from the roof of Africa. "I feel like I left part of myself on the peak of Kilimanjaro," he added. Parr said his team had fallen in love with Tanzania's vast endowment of tourism assets comprised of opportunities for stunning wildlife safaris, lifetime hiking adventures, cultural tourism, and other incredible tourism activities. Tanzania is home to the world's finest national parks. Kilimanjaro is the world's freestanding mountain, and Serengeti is no doubt the #1 safari destination on the planet, he noted, admitting, "Honestly, the country has so much more to offer than my words." Much as the world is opening up now, hundreds, if not thousands, of people across the UK will be interested in joining us on our next trip, Mr. Parr explained. Sarah Tobias, John Delane, and Stella Wood said the Cabbies do Kilimanjaro would continue promoting the awe-inspiring mountain and other Tanzania endowments in the UK. Cabbies do Meru and Kilimanjaro 2022 anticipates raising over $8,000 for disabled and underprivileged children in London and over $2,700 for a Tanzanian orphanage home. The London taxi drivers also implored the Tanzania National Parks, TANAPA, to refrain from adding or taking away anything from the mountain, lest it will ruin the country's painstaking conservation legacy. "The reason we come back is because TANAPA has maintained its parks so well. Here, we connect with nature," said Parr, stressing that their safari tour service had impressed them. "They catered for everything we needed," he said. The TANAPA Conservation Commissioner, William Mwakalama, appreciated the Cabbies do Kilimanjaro team for its best offer of promoting Tanzania as the top-notch tourism destination not only in the UK but also in the entire European bloc. "I'm humbled with the deal. I promise Cabbies do Kilimanjaro and all tourists that we are dedicated to ensure all 22 national parks remain wild for them to enjoy connecting with nature," Mwakalama pledged. The TANAPA Assistant Conservation Commissioner in charge of the business portfolio, Beatrice Kessie, said the Cabbies do Kilimanjaro's offer would go down in history as one of the best deals for Tanzania's tourism industry. "I know how influential Cabbies are in London. Their word of mouth will certainly inspire a significant number of tourists from the UK to visit Tanzania in the near future," Kessie affirmed. Tanzania is home to some of Africa's most famous national parks and natural attractions, including the majestic Mount Kilimanjaro, Africa's highest peak situated at 5,895 meters above sea level and Tanzania's most iconic image. The World Heritage Site was formed over 1 million years ago by volcanic movements along the Rift Valley followed by 3 cones about 750,000 years ago, namely Shira, Mwanzi, and Kibo near Uhuru Peak, the highest point and one of the world's highest 7 summits. Tourists do not visit Kilimanjaro for the wildlife, but rather for the chance to stand in awe of the beautiful snow-capped mountain and, for many, to hike to the summit. The mountain rises from farmland on the lower level to rainforest and alpine meadow and then to the barren lunar landscape at the peaks. The slopes of the rainforest are home to buffaloes, leopards, monkeys, elephants, and eland. The alpine zone is where watchers find an abundance of birds of prey. Besides the mountain, safaris and wildlife-related adventures are another reason many tourists visit Tanzania. Serengeti National Park is a vast treeless plain with millions of animals living or passing through in search of fresh grasslands. The park is most famous for the annual wildebeest migration, the Big Five, and nearly 500 species of birds. Tanzania's second-largest national park attracts tens of thousands of tourists between June and September each year, the best months for wildlife viewing. March to May is the wet season in the park, while June to October is the coldest period. The most impressive annual migration of over 1.5 million wildebeest and hundreds of thousands of zebras and gazelle takes place in May or early June. Established in 1970, Tarangire National Park is another fantastic area for wildlife viewing in dry seasons, July to September, when the highest concentration of migratory wildlife throngs the Tarangire River banks. The park is known for its large population of elephants and baobab trees that dot the grassy landscape, and for wildebeest, zebra, buffalo, impala, gazelle, hartebeest, and eland crowding the lagoons. With over 300 species recorded, including buzzards, vultures, herons, storks, kites, falcons and eagles, Tarangire is excellent for birdwatching. More news about Tanzania. #Tanzania.
Thank you for listening to our news update. There's more on youtube.com/travel news group, or you can read us, of course, in going to our news portal at eTurboNews.com or travelnews.online.